just to let everyone know, I am biased. I love Craigslist. Craigslist is one of the greatest things that ever came around. It's a classified ad online, and it's free depending on how you do it. Kijiji, I looked into it. I actually tried to register and sign up earlier this week, and it wouldn't let me because I'm not in Canada. So Jeff, I can't talk a lot to it, so I'm going to talk more about Craigslist. And from what I read in Kijiji, I did go through their Kijiji's terms of service. It's pretty much the same.
They're very similar, yeah.
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, we're talking about both.
Yes.
And what most people don't realize is a lot of people use these when they're looking for things online. The search engines love them. I mean, everything that you could ever want to buy secondhand, you can probably find on Craigslist in one form or another somewhere. I was looking for some exercise equipment for my wife and I. We need to get in shape. And I was looking for a used Stairmaster that we both liked. And I found one in Denver. One. Turns out it's the most popular Stairmaster out there right now, so nobody's willing to sell theirs. But all the off brands, there are just tons of them all over the place. I mean, you could find them for next to nothing. And the reason I bring this up is because what that means is traffic. Is these things get a lot of traffic, and for very little effort and very little cost, if you end up having to be in Kijiji's ad market, is you can get 2 to 3 classifieds out there each week on different services that you use. And my suggestion is you pick 5 things, the 5 probably highest profit margin things that you do. Oh, excuse me. And you want to make an ad for each one of these things. You want to make it keyword rich. You want the keywords in there, whatever the service is, be it tax preparation, compliance reports, whatever you call it, whatever your market calls it. You want to phrase it that way in the ad, and you want to put it in there at least twice and in the heading. And you want to have a graphic if you can do that. If you can find something, you can find something. I mean, it doesn't have to be really that related to it, or it can be a graphic of the front of your office. It can be a graphic of this. Can be a graphic of your logo. You can put your logo here. And even if you have to pay for these things, if Kijiji, says, hey, you're a commercial marketer, you can't post these classifieds for free, because I did read in there where if you put more than 5 or 6 a week or a month or something like that, is they will move you over to their marketplace. And if you're only spending $5 a week on these things, I mean, do the math on that. You take 2 weeks off, you have 50 weeks in the year, you spend $5 a week, that's $250 annually in advertising. And my belief is you will get at least 1 client out of this. And if you don't, then and you can stop. But to me, if you haven't tried this is something you can start as soon as you get off the webinar. You can get on Kijiji, you can go out there, you can set up an account, you can put together a quick ad and get it out there. And put the same ad out there once a week or once every 2 weeks, but keep it fresh. Keep one out there, because Kijiji, I believe, and Craigslist, they do this the same way. They put the most recent ads at the top. So putting one out there won't do. You need to put one out there every other day. And if you're in a really, really crowded niche where you have hundreds of these things coming in a day, then you want to put one out every day. And, if you have an assistant, get them to do it. You can there's a couple of outsourcing places that Jeff will talk about in one form or another at some place, but I use Fiverr, Upwork. What's the other one? Oh gosh, I can't think of it. My mind's gone blank. There's several out there that you can use. But if you don't want to do it, hire somebody. Pay them, $100 to write all these things up, give them back to you, and then you can just have somebody schedule them or do it yourself. But get these things out there. This is worth doing this for at least a year. I can't tell you how many different things I have tried in marketing where, like, I need a specialist in doing this in the city of, has to live in the city of San Francisco between these 2 dates. And within 30 minutes, I'll have somebody reply back, yeah, I want it. I'll pay them $20 and it'll be done. Again, that's not what you're looking for, but my point is there's traffic in these things. So get these things out there, put them in as many categories, in many classifications as you can, follow their terms of service, but get it out there. Because even if you just get one client, think about it. If you just get one client a year, that's $250 acquisition cost for not knowing what your group makes, Jeff, but my guess is anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500 annually for a client. If you get a good one, then your return on investment just the first year is over 1,000%. So this is something I suggest to everybody. It's easy. Do it yourself. Get it done.